that she suffered from an issue of blood. This literally means that she was hemorrhaging. Somebody say hemorrhaging. Because when we preach it, overseer, we said she was bleeding for 12 long years. You don't bleed for 12 years without hemorrhaging. Almost like preaching. You don't bleed for 12 years without hemorrhaging. So there was more going on in her body than just the bleeding process. Somebody said there was some pain involved. Anybody ever been through a cycle that caused you some pain? Verse number 26 talks about her sufferings, because it said there was a constant flow of blood. And such as this would have caused this woman untold suffering, because she would have been continually weak. Remember, I said it never said she had a transfusion. So she was constantly losing the nutrients. The blood carries the trash, but it also carries nutrients. So when we talk about her sufferings, we understand that she had suffered physically. She had suffered socially. She had suffered emotionally. She had suffered religiously. Am I talking to anybody in here? And she had suffered financially. Can you see a cycle that you've been through or are in now that has caused you to suffer? It has caused you untold heartache. It has caused you sleepless nights. It's a cycle. So she had been through all of these. Another thing that verse number 26 shows us is that it shows us her sorrow. After all the years and all the doctors and all the time she hoped for a remedy, there wouldn't be one. The Bible said that she went to doctors and the doctors could do her no good. And I don't know about you, but I've been in some situations in my life where I called on some folks, but they couldn't do me no good. I tried different remedies, but the remedies just didn't seem to work. No matter how much energy or effort I put into it, I still felt like I wasn't going nowhere. I felt like I was on a treadmill and just going around and around and around, but I wasn't losing no weight. I was going through a cycle. I almost feel like preaching, I promise. She is a picture of the believer who is laboring under a heavy burden. Many of God's children are discouraged and defeated day in and day out. For we have tried everything in our power to get better. We've tried everything we know to use to handle our problems. We've called everybody that we know to call, but nobody has the answer for this situation. Have you ever been in that point in your life where you tried, folks, and couldn't nobody give you an answer to your situation? And I don't know about you, I've been in situations where I called any and everybody, and I never took time to talk to God. And what happens is you stay stuck in the cycle. Because there are some situations we go through that no man or woman, your mama, your daddy, your boyfriend, your baby dad, whatever, they can't help you, but you gotta call on Jesus. And what Jesus is trying to paint the picture is that there are too many times that the men and women of God will call the 1-800 numbers before we'll call Jesus. But the same folks, when hell breaks loose in somebody life will tell that person what they need to do to get themselves together. But why is it that the men and women of God who know scripture for everybody else don't know scripture for ourselves? I'm from Paducah, so if y'all don't like this, it's going to be all right. I believe that God, who controls the path of every atom and every molecule in this universe, has time for you and for me. But he is simply waiting on us to call out to him. And it's very simple. When you are in the midst of a trial and you begin to evaluate where you are, instead of asking God, God, deliver me. Ask God, what am I to learn from this particular situation? After I've learned what I need to learn, now God, stop this cycle. But he can't stop the cycle until you learn what you need to learn. My question is this: is there anybody in here stuck in a cycle? Oh, see, that was your moment right there to tell God. See, y'all trying to fake it for me. I don't know you from Adam. But that was your moment to tell God, God, I feel like I'm stuck in a cycle. I feel like I can't get Sister Collard Green off my back. I feel like Freaky Freddy ought to stop calling me. God, I'm stuck. All right.